Today I'm going to be teaching you guys how to solve an FTO in less than 9 minutes. The first step of solving an FTO with the Bensisco method is to make the white center. So you kind of just pair pieces up until you get a lot together. But then there are some cases like where you just have one center left, and it's actually super easy to solve. All it is just when you have a case like this, just looks exactly like this, all you do is that to pair them up and just reinsert it. Before we move on, we have to make sure that our edge order for colors is correct. We want to have red to the left of blue, and if it's not, you're just going to do this algorithm. So the next step is to make 2 white triples. Now what a triple is it's when you have this edge and this edge solved with this corner. So let's see, we can do that to solve that. But then you're thinking, wait, this is down here and this is up here. How do I get that there? Can't just do that. So what you do is we're going to do sledgehammers and hedge slammers. You don't really need hedge slammers for this part, but the sledgehammers will be useful later. So anything that's in this back slot is not going to be flipped. And yeah, this is a triple right here. But I want this purple. So I don't want it flipped. I want it to stay there, but I want this flipped. So I'm going to do a sledgehammer. And the purple will move from its spot, but it will still be good. And then you insert it, but that's not right. You just turn where the white center is and insert it. And then you're just going to do that one more time to get 2 triples solved. This next step is kind of like Yao on 4x4. We're going to solve the green, then the gray, then the orange centers. Green one, it doesn't matter. It does matter, but like you don't have to mess stuff up. Just don't mess up your triples or your white center. Make sure that you can only turn this and this. So then you kind of just mess around until you get it. And then I got that bar. I want to get that. We have one edge left. Whenever I get this case, I kind of just mess around with it. And there we go. We got it right. So woohoo. Before we do the other 2 centers, we have to make sure that our color order is right again. So as we can see, purple and red need to swap here. So what we do is make sure that this U layer is able to move freely, so we don't mess anything up. We do this algorithm. And then if we just rotate that, it's good to go. So for the gray center, what we want to do is get these 4 pieces paired up. It doesn't matter if it's the yellow edge, the red edge, or whatever. You just want 4 gray pieces like this. And then in this U layer, you want this. And this is just one of the cases. So what we do if we get this case is put this here, bring this up to get it here, and then we move this over, so then we can just insert that. And that's super easy. And then for this case, for the gray center, if you have one edge left, you're going to want to put it right here. So then you can do this to pair them up. Then you're going to put this over this piece. You're going to do what we did before, like this. And that makes it really easy to just pair up and insert. Once you do get it, you again want to make sure that your color order is right. And for me, it's not. So I'm just going to do this algorithm one more time. And then your orange center will be solved. And if your other 2 centers are oriented correctly, this should be correct. And as we can see, it is oriented correctly. So now that we finished the centers, we want to do our last white triple. So we look for the corner. And let's see, red is on the bottom first, but red is up here. So what we're going to do is we need these 2 algs. I already taught you guys the sledgehammer, which doesn't flip whatever pieces were right here. Then there's the hedge slammer, which doesn't flip whatever pieces were right here. So what we're going to do is we want to flip this and this. No, never mind. We don't want to flip this. But first, we're just going to do a sledge so we can move it. But we don't want this one flipped. So we are going to rotate. And you can rotate while doing this. It doesn't mess up your centers. And also this can move freely, just like a U layer on a 3x3. Do another sledge to get it paired up. just going to do this again. We want to flip this, but not this. So we're going to put that in the back left slot and do a sledge. And then we can get it back there. So then to move it, it doesn't matter if it's flipped right now or not. We can just do sledges to get it here. And then once you get it here with white facing up and the white center here, you just do this algorithm to insert it. There are some cases you might get where it's like this, where it's not facing up, it's facing down. What you do is you just have it back here where you would normally put it, do a hedge slammer, and then a sledgehammer, and then it'll be ready to insert. And then if you get one where it's over here, you can just do the same thing, just do like, I think, sledgehammer, hedge slammer, sledgehammer, and it should be good to go. So you can insert it like that. Sometimes when you insert it, these three edges will be messed up. All you have to do is just hold the white center right here and do this algorithm. And if these edges still aren't aligned, you just have to do that one more time. So now we're on to the last three triples, which can be a little tricky to understand, but here's explaining it super easy. We just want to get the colors matched up that are of these centers here. So red, blue, and purple. We do not want any yellow. So this one is good. It has yellow, but it also has the purple. We don't care about the yellow. This one is not good. So we are going to flip this one so we can turn this without messing it up. And then this one we can move. We don't want these to flip. And see, this one's not going to flip, but this also isn't going to flip, so they're both good. We can sledge and then move this piece to get that triple. Then we're going to want to flip this one so we can do this like we did with this one. So we sledge. And then our last piece is right here. But we can't sledge again because, you know, if we do, then another one is just going to end up up. So now all we have to do is just solve our triples, but you could get another step after this. But if you have this case where they're in their slots, you just do a hedge slammer and then a sledgehammer, and it should solve it. If it looked like that, if it wasn't any like U moves. But you might get a case where it kind of looks like a U-perm, which is super easy to solve. I'll show you guys right now. So after you get it, you're going to get to this case, and it's kind of like 3x3 beginner method. So all you do is hold this in the bottom. You bring this up, bring it over, put it back in, bring it over again, put this in, bring it over again, finally put the last piece in, and then do your last turn. And there you go. You've solved the FTO in less than 12 minutes. And then there's just one more case you guys need to know. I don't think this gives you the U-perm that I just showed you guys. But all it is when this piece, if you did a B prime, it would align. So all you do is a hedge slammer, and it solves it. I just want to say that this video is sponsored by the Cube. I'm kidding, guys. I'm not sponsored. If this tutorial helped you out, subscribe so I can get sponsored. Please, feel you.